Thank you.
This has been one fun experience.
Yep, come on.
What do you think of this experience of the show so far?
I've absolutely loved it. I don't want it to end. This isn't the final jump. Not yet. The last jump. Whatever.
Well, many more jumps to come. Come, let us jump. There'll be plenty of jumps to sparing. What of you? What do you think of this magnificent experience?
I've enjoyed it. I'm sort of getting into the frame at the moment because I need to go and get my costume.
Yeah, aren't we all? What about you, Karen?
I've loved it. You are all amazing, true professionals. Best team ever.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, but you still need to bring it back.
I'm taking the shortcut and take a little shortcut. Take a little shortcut. There's a little piano here as well. Nope. Yes. There we go. I played the song. I record you, you record me. So yeah, you're getting a bit of behind-the-scenes footage of the Reason I Jump, a theatrical production. And this is one of the final nights of the performance. So what I'm essentially trying to do right now is to get everyone's reactions on how well the show went, because this show had amazing feedback from all the people we performed in front of. There were so many people who came and they said that they think they knew what autism was, and after seeing the show, they said they don't know anything about autism. And now they know so much more than they did before, especially the families who have autistic children themselves. And that's such an amazing fact, and we've accomplished our major goal as a team. Seriously, this show has received ratings of 4 to 5 stars in various different newspaper articles. They all said it was very spiritually insightful, gave them newfound knowledge of what autism was, and just how well we managed to do despite the minimal props that we had to work with. And the various different performers, including myself, brought various different bits of insight about how we treat autistic people, relationships with other people, our connections with our spirituality, our nature, and so much more. My monologue was all about being active, keep jumping, stay optimistic, and keep in touch with nature and your spirit. It's very important. Emma was about socializing and all about the caterpillars as an example as to what she was talking about. Emma was essentially saying that we autistic people all bloom like butterflies from the cocoons. Nikki's was all about her experience with autism and how she accepted it, and just managed to win many judo competitions in spite of her autism. And then there's Michael, someone who has had a lot of experience in life. And there he is. Hello, Michael. For us. So what do you think of the success of the show?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to give a big impact on various people. I'm just making a video just for everyone to say thank you and just to say how much of an impact the show has had.
Oh, good. Mind your head.
This is what I don't like about being dull. You midgets out there, you are lucky you don't have to bump your head on the ceiling. Michael has had quite a unique life in the fact that he's actually from Canada, and he's had a very interesting acting career, and he's very glad to finally raise awareness of autism in this way. And now I introduce you to our changing room, which is actually the janitor's office, so he doesn't mind if we use it and find out all of his info and secrets. There's even a fridge here, filled with absolutely nothing! And one of the most gorgeous views I've seen this week, and the previous weeks. There's something very bizarre about this room. There's this what looks like one of those paper plates transformed into clay and just mushed on the floor. I questioned Michael if we should take some time to remove that stuff, but Michael said, "This is an art college. This is obviously an artwork," to which I responded, "Ah, very good. Just leave it there. It was just meant to be." Also, check this out. Boom! Merchandising! These are just these special hoodies that we've all obtained from working. These are actually hoodies that all the staff members wear. Hello? Zoe, this is your last performance tonight.
It is!
Yes, this is Zoe, the movement director.
Hello!
And responsible for all the movement. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so kind.
Can I leave Michael's here too?
Yeah, I'll be sure to give it to him. Yeah, thank you, Zoe.
See you later.
She did all the yoga, basically. So this card from Zoe says, a little note to say, "Dear Calum, congratulations, you have done a fantastic job. It's been a pleasure working with you and I hope we get to do it again." Zoe, cross. The show has been so successful that Graham and some of the other people that I work with, Mickey and Zoe and all the others, they're considering bringing this show on a tour to many other places. And there's been strange rumors of bringing this show to Norway? And if these rumors are true, I pray to God that, I would love this show to air in Japan. That would be amazing because Naoki Higashida, the original author, lives in Japan, and that would be so amazing just to actually visit Japan and maybe see the Studio Ghibli Museum and Japan, that would be so cool. Springy socks. Perfect for trampolining on. So behind this Picasso model lies the North Kelvin Grove Meadows where we perform the show. This is actually a community park that the community have saved from becoming houses, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so glad that they managed to save this space because it's not just a place for children to play in, it's a place for families to live in, to have picnics in, for dogs to run free in, for people to embrace nature. And I'm so glad they picked this site because it emphasizes my point about nature that I make in the show. And I just love nature. Yes, the joys of plucking away the dirt, grass, and rice paper. The pink rice paper from the shoes. That's right, you heard me correctly. Pink rice paper, which we rip up and use for blossoms during the final performance. I think you're... Yes. Just taking the bottom of the shoes. Are you eating my shoe? We introduced tofu for the shoe. What are you doing? Why are you eating my shoe?
Hi.
Oh, there she is. And there's the team. They're all wearing the jumpers like I said before. Oh, looking at pictures. I'm 6'5".
My dad's 6'4", so almost a third.
Anyway, Fletcher, what do you think of this whole experience of the reason I jump and the impact of it?
I think it's fantastic. What do you think, Callum?
Oh, it's marvellous. What do you think of the impact it's going to have on everybody?
I think it's going to have a massive impact on absolutely everybody and everybody that sees it. Because it's amazing.
Yeah, especially with a certain person's narration.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, they're flatter me. Even some of the staff members get into costume for the reason I jump.
What?
I'm doing a video saying
cool.
thank you and goodbye, basically. Even though this is not actually the last.
Are you filming right now?
Yes.
I just got me going.
Thank you and goodbye.
Right. It is a gorgeous evening for performing. Usually before performing we get changed, we say hello to everybody, and with Fletcher and Zoe we usually do the stretches and exercises that we do. We do like vocal exercises such as just to get the pitch right, or and we also do the other yoga exercises such as, and we do all sorts of bendings of the knees, and we do all sorts of things like that. We also do the rubber chicken exercise where we do 8 on the head, 8 on the shoulders, 8 on the knees, 8 on the toes, and then 4, and then 2, and then 1. I'll explain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Rubber chicken! There's the van where you get all the supplies from. Hey Mickey, could you tell us something about the impact and overall good quality of the show?
Yes. No, not at the moment. I can't think of anything at the moment, but
just say that is it really good? Do you think it's going to have an impact on people?
Very much so.
Yeah.
And of course, my saviour from above, my stage manager. Hello.
I don't know where I'm looking.
My stage manager, Cara, has been keeping me right with what to do and what not to do. And another essential person to the team. Hello there. Oh, sorry, is that a bucket of water you got there?
Aye.
Huh, it's got a bucket of water. Nothing compared to the jar of dirt. Honestly, this experience has been amazing for me for several reasons. It's boosted my confidence, it's taught me how to live in an apartment on my own without my parents. And I've had this fascinating insight into the acting and drama industry. I've learned about agents, I've learned about the process of making a show, and this show has been in the process for about 2 years or more, as far as I'm concerned, because we first started this 2 years ago at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland with some basic workshop exercises, gaining basic ideas on how to bring the stories from this book to life. We're essentially raising awareness for autism based on our opinions and facts from the book, and then occasionally we'll perform short stories that were also in this book. And to make a long story short, we ideally say that we autistic people are much better human beings than you average people.